What's up, everybody? Destin Legary here, and I have a guest today, Datto.
Hi.
Datto, how's it going?
Pretty good.
So, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi. Well, I'm Datto. I run the Datto Does Destiny YouTube channel, and I do a little streaming here and there as well. Like to run people through the raid and whatnot, teach them the right way to do them. And then if I'm not doing that, I like to do made-up challenge modes where we just try and take current challenges of the game, make them even harder, just because we think it's fun.
Just to kind of have a little bit of fun in Destiny,
Yeah.
right? Create new challenges for the community,
Right.
whatnot. So we were running through the weekly strike right now.
Two-manning it.
Yeah, and the reason we have you on this week is actually because you were going to be on our podcast that we just started.
I am.
Destiny's Fireteam Chat, and I don't want to spoil it, but you'll be talking about a controversial topic. I think people will figure it out. But
An apparent controversial topic, but yes.
Apparent. We'll reveal more about that on Friday when we have you on. People will have to listen. But right now we're talking about the weekly Nightfall Strike. We got an easy one this week.
Yeah. I mean, solo it's still a little bit of a pain because all these fallen kind of suck, but weekly it's not too bad at least, so it's nice.
Yeah, you got arc burn for the Nightfall, and for the regular, pretty much just standard enemies.
Yeah.
There is you don't want to get punched because you will be dead.
Super
but
dead.
Besides that, it's pretty easy. Anyway, so you run a YouTube channel. How long have you been playing Destiny? Since beta, alpha?
I've definitely been playing since the alpha. I didn't own a PS4 when they actually announced that they were doing the alpha. So the next day, I ran out like as soon as Best Buy opened or whatever, and just instantly bought one as soon as I heard that they were doing that alpha thing.
That's really cool. Even before that, though, you were doing content from Bungie's teases and whatnot. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was. I've since June of 2013. That's when things really kind of kicked into gear. Is how long I've been covering Destiny, and I'm not even the oldest Destiny coverer person. There were a couple actually people before me, crazy as that is. So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. It's cool to have you on here. Now, if I'm going to fall back here into the hidey hole, by the way, people who don't know, this green spot is pretty safe back here, especially if you're going solo.
Here, you want this?
I'm actually going to hop in. Oh, yeah, I'll take a little bit of weapons.
It's all right. I'll just kill everything else.
So you are in Prime Guard. I'm looking at your gamer tag here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Prime Guard and why people might recognize that name?
Yeah. So Prime Guard is just the clan that I'm in, and I got very interested in hardcore clans just because I was a big MMO player, and Destiny was kind of like my way to play an MMO, but without the time commitment of an MMO. And I saw these guys, saw that they were very hardcore focused, kind of MMO style clan, and I liked that because I want it, and so I joined up with them. It's been going pretty smooth sailing ever since. We actually got the world first completion and world second completion of Vault of Glass.
That's right.
Second place for hard mode, and then we got third place for Crota's End. So we've been doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You play a little bit. How many hours have you put into Destiny?
I think someone on in my chat told me that I have 530 something hours, probably a little bit more now, since I had that fact checked. So many hours, but I've actually seen people with significantly more than I. So there's plenty of hardcore players out there, much more hardcore than I.
So typically on these weekly videos, we talk about strategies for the strike. This one's pretty easy, but do you have any tips for maybe lower level players or just people who don't run this every week like we do?
Yeah. I mean, this room is probably going to be one of the most stressful rooms. In fact, I just ran out of ammo, so I gotta go get some.
Yeah.
But this room is probably one of the most stressful just because there's so many enemies in the room at once, and I might die. That's a lot of... Yeah, I'm dead in the corner.
I have self-res.
So then I can get a little more time to actually talk. A lot of these stealth guys, especially with light switch, you don't want to get near any of these stealth guys, the stealth melee vandals that are just kind of floating around, I think, right in front of you.
That are hanging out by you.
Yeah. Bringing arc damage is very good, even though, for the weekly, we don't need arc damage. At least bonus-wise, we don't need it because we don't get any extra bonus damage from it. But, you still want to bring it for the captains, which have arc shields. And to get rid of those arc shields much faster, as opposed to just regular damage or even a different element, you want to be using arc damage to really, really burn those shields quickly.
Well, hello.
That guy was being a jerk. But now I have full ammo, so that's nice.
So
obviously, bringing a third person helps as well.
Yeah, we're doing this two-man. It takes a little bit more patience.
Yeah.
Later on, a great weapon to have on the spider tank is the Black Hammer. The Black Hammer is
Black Hammer for
ridiculous
sure
against that thing.
This captain wants me.
Yeah. These captains are super aggressive this week.
All right.
But you can take them down pretty quickly. Basically, for this part, it's just about taking your time and getting through everything. Now, I noticed on the weekly, Sepix himself is actually a little bit more of a problem on the weekly. Unless you have a team full of Galahorns, he does take just a little bit of time. You just got to kind of wait him out. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got hunger here. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed. You killed him too quick. Well, yeah. Anyway, pretty much the purpose of this was to just give people a few little tips. In this room, just kind of stay back in this corner. Be patient, especially if you're doing it solo.
Especially.
Yeah. You're gonna want to bring some synth if you're doing it solo. And if you're doing it with friends, just kind of stick together. And take your time, kill the bad guys, and then move right along.
And bring that arc stuff.
Yeah, bring the arc stuffs.
Really? That is not a game.
Datto, we will see you more later in the week. Thank you for joining us today on IGN.
Awesome.
And for more on Destiny, you're already in the right place.
Hell yeah.
I said it a second ago. IGN.